Hi everyone! If your alarm clock is your mortal enemy and your commute feels like a scene from a post-apocalyptic survival movie, this video is for you. We're talking about how to survive and even thrive when you're stuck in a job you hate. Trust me, I've been there. Remember that time I did that cow milking competition with Chris Pratt? Let's just say I wasn't born for the farm life, but hey, we all gotta start somewhere, right? So grab your coffee, water, or whatever fuels your soul, and let's dive in. First off, we need a mindset makeover. It's time to shift our perspective on what work means to us. I know, that sounds like some Instagram influencer nonsense, but hear me out. This isn't just about feel-good quotes, it's about real change. The legendary Marcus Aurelius once said in Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This ancient wisdom is still relevant today. Realize this, and you will find strength. It's about understanding that your thoughts and reactions are within your control. Deep stuff, right? But seriously, this guy knew what he was talking about. He was a philosopher and a leader, and his insights are timeless. He was literally a Roman emperor, and even he had bad days at the office. Imagine the stress of running an empire. Translation, your boss may be a pain, and the office printer might be possessed by demons, but your thoughts are yours to control. You have the power to choose your response. This isn't about pretending everything is sunshine and rainbows when it's not. It's about being real with yourself and acknowledging your feelings. It's about choosing how you react, taking a deep breath, pausing before you respond, and finding your center. It's about remembering that this job, this cubicle, this fluorescent lighting, it's not your whole life. It's just a chapter, a single part of your larger story. And like any good story, there's going to be some drama, some conflict, maybe even a paper jam or two. These moments are just plot twists, not the entire narrative. But you're the hero of your own story, and you get to decide how it unfolds. You have the power to write your own script. Every morning, try this affirmation. I am more than this job. My identity is not confined to my work. My worth isn't defined by my environment. I am valuable beyond my professional role. Say it in the mirror, say it in your car, say it to your coffee mug, just say it. Make it a daily ritual. You might feel a little silly at first, but trust me, words have power. They shape our reality and influence our mindset. The more you hear something, the more you start to believe it. Repetition builds belief, and belief fuels action. And the more you believe in yourself, the less power this job has over you. You become the master of your own destiny, not a slave to your circumstances. One of the best ways to avoid the office circus is to focus on your tasks like a ninja on a mission. We're talking stealth mode, people. Create a to-do list and break it down into bite-sized chunks. Crossing off even the smallest task can give you that sweet dopamine hit. And when Karen from accounting starts gossiping about who didn't clean the office fridge, just smile politely and think, "Not today, Karen." Keep your headphones handy and listen to motivational podcasts or ambient music to stay in the zone. Personally, I'm a big fan of anything with a good beat. You know, something that makes you want to get up and dance even if you're surrounded by spreadsheets. But hey, whatever works for you. The point is, find your focus soundtrack and let it drown out the noise. Remember, the more you focus on getting things done, the less time you have to dwell on the negativity. It's like that old saying, an idle mind is the devil's playground. Well, in this case, the devil's playground is probably a boring meeting about quarterly reports. So put on your headphones, channel your inner ninja, and get to work. Speaking of focus, let me tell you a story. It's a tale that might sound all too familiar, especially if you've ever found yourself stuck in a job that felt like a never-ending grind. Back when I was working a job that made me question all my life choices, I had a coworker named Tim. Tim was the kind of guy who could turn even the smallest inconvenience into a full-blown crisis. Now, Tim didn't just hate the job, he was practically its sworn nemesis. Every day was a new battle, and he seemed to thrive on the chaos. This guy could find something wrong with a free pizza party, imagine that. While everyone else was enjoying a slice, Tim was busy complaining about the toppings or the crust. One day the coffee machine broke, and Tim went on a 20-minute rant about how even the appliances were conspiring against him. It was as if the universe had a personal vendetta. I swear, he was this close to writing a strongly worded letter to the coffee machine manufacturer. He even started drafting it, listing all the ways the machine had failed him. Meanwhile, there was another guy. Let's call him Dave. Dave was the polar opposite of Tim. He didn't love the job either, but he had a secret weapon, laser-sharp focus. Dave didn't let the little things get to him. He had his eyes on the prize and knew that every task he completed was a step closer to his ultimate goal. While Tim was busy waging war against office equipment, Dave was quietly knocking out tasks and planning his next move, which, spoiler alert, was getting a way better job. He was always one step ahead, always prepared. Last I heard, Dave was sipping margaritas on a beach somewhere, living his best life. He had managed to escape the grind and find something that truly made him happy. The lesson? Don't be a Tim, be a Dave. Focus on what you can control and let go of the rest. Channel your energy into what you can control. Your attitude, your work ethic, and your focus are all within your power. You can't control the coffee machine breaking, but you can control how you react to it. Instead of getting frustrated, find a solution or move on. You can't control your annoying coworkers, but you can control how much attention you give them. Focus on your tasks and let their negativity roll off your back. Focus on your own goals, your own growth, and watch as you rise above the office drama. By keeping your eyes on the prize, you can achieve great things and maybe even find your own version of sipping margaritas on a beach. Negative triggers are everywhere. The coworker who chews too loudly, the one who seems to have a personal vendetta against silence, the endless meetings that could have been emails, draining your energy and making you question your life choices, the flickering fluorescent light that's about to give you a seizure. Okay, maybe that last one is just me, but you get the point. These little gremlins are lurking around every corner just waiting to suck the life out of you. But fear not, my friends, because we're gonna fight back. First step, identify your triggers. What are the things that instantly make you want to crawl under your desk and hide? Is it the constant barrage of emails, the never-ending noise, or perhaps the overwhelming workload? Once you know what you're dealing with, you can start to create strategies to avoid or neutralize them. Maybe it's setting boundaries or finding a quiet corner to work in. If the break room is a negativity vortex, take your break outside. Step away from the chaos and give yourself a moment to breathe. Get some fresh air, listen to the birds, pretend you're on a tropical vacation. Let the natural world rejuvenate your spirit. Hey, a little mental escape never hurt anyone. Sometimes a brief daydream can be the perfect antidote to a stressful day. If meetings drain your soul, find small ways to contribute and mentally check out when possible, without getting caught, of course. Engage just enough to stay under the radar. Bring a notebook and doodle. Let your creativity flow in the margins of your notes. Write a poem in your head. Let your mind wander to more pleasant thoughts. Plan your next grocery list. Think about what you'll cook for dinner or what new recipe you want to try. Whatever keeps your mind occupied and away from the draining environment around you. Just try not to fall asleep and drool on the conference table. That might be a bit too obvious. Not speaking from experience or anything, but hey, we've all been there, right? Lastly, remember, this job is not forever. It's a temporary situation, a stepping stone on the path to something greater. Use this time wisely. Learn what you can, network, and work on skills that will help you land your dream job. Think of it like this. You're being paid to gain experience, even if it's not the most glamorous experience. Picture yourself in the future, looking back and laughing at how you turned this situation into a launchpad for something amazing. You'll be telling your grandkids about it someday. Back in my day, I survived the worst job in the world, and it made me the awesome person I am today. Okay, maybe don't tell it to your grandkids, but you get the idea. And hey, if all else fails, just imagine you're the star of your own sitcom. The Office meets Survivor. Trust me, it makes things more entertaining. Just try not to laugh out loud during a meeting, unless it's a really, really boring meeting. Then all bets are off. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with anyone else who needs a dose of good energy. And remember, you've got this. You're more than your job, and better things are coming. This isn't the end of your story. It's just the beginning. So keep your head up, keep hustling, and remember, you are awesome. Until next time, stay focused, stay positive, and stay awesome.